Hi, so I made this cardigan for a customer, but when I posted it to TikTok, people had questions about how it was made, so this is how.
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah, so I've definitely made a lot of clothes with granny squares. You can even use squares to join the two parts of a hexagon cardigan like this. They're very useful. You can make pretty much anything you want out of squares.
Okay, so what I always do is make a little sketch of it so I can be sure that it all kind of works together in terms of geometrics, I guess. So yeah, feel free to screenshot that and use it. I don't really mind. So this is my sketch for this cardigan right here. It's not including this part, like these like strips that I added here. I just added these later on, but you don't have to. So the way this works is the ones I wrote like TR in are triangles and everything else is a square, and everything happens both in the front and in the back except in this area which is our opening in the front, right? So for example, this square exists both in the front and in the back, but this one only exists in the back. And this square, for example, would be a square in the back, but only a triangle in the front. So our front is a triangle, but then in the back it's a whole square, right? So in total, you're gonna need 11 triangles. We'll talk about that later, but 11 triangles. So 1, 2, okay, these are triangles, okay? So 1 here and 2. Then these are not triangles, these are squares that are just folded. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So 2 for each sleeve, 3 for each part of the front, and then 1 in the neck area. And for the squares, we've got 1, 2, because there's 1 in the back as well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then we've got 1 in the back here. We're not counting the front because these are triangles, but in the back we've got, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, still not happening in the front, 23, 24, 25, and then we're back to counting both the front and the back. So 26, this one is folded, and then 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay, so that's our 42 squares. Then basically all that's left to do is kind of pick out your colors and make the squares, assemble them. Usually I use stitch markers to kind of assemble them and see how the whole thing looks together. In terms of size, I'll use the 6mm hook with, I'm not sure the size of the yarn, but like it's basically like standard acrylic yarn. So for this one I used 5 rounds for each square, and it ended up being kind of a size small, I would say. It could go for a medium. I'm personally a medium and it's fine, it fits me, but like this area, like the underarm to underarm area in the back is a little bit tight, so I definitely wouldn't go any further than medium, right? And so I guess if you wanted to make it a little bit bigger, you would add a round to each square, or you could add like a little bit of a border between each square so it can add like a little bit of space. Also, I kind of lined the sleeves and like all around with 1 layer of, I think it was half double crochet, but it can be whatever stitch you like. This part I just added so it can close easier in the front, so I can add like a little button or a little string, something to attach the two sides together if it's a little bit chilly. So if you don't do this, it's fine. It's just going to be a little bit harder to pull it close, especially if you have like a larger boobage area. Right, and the last thing I wanted to talk about is this +5 thing I added here. That's just if you don't really like the zigzaggy end to like the bottom part. You could add a couple of more triangles at the bottom, so it's kind of all straight, right? So you would add triangles here, and so that there would be 1, 2, like one in the front, one in the back, just one here in the back, and then one in the front, one in the back. So that's 5 total. Oh, and of course I forgot to add, but if you feel like it's a little bit too short for you, like if it's too cropped, you can just add more squares and triangles, like basically repeat this pattern, just add a little bit more. So yeah, I think that's it for this one. You can check out my page. You would have to scroll back a little bit, but I did do a similar video for a different garment that I made out of squares, kind of in this style, but closed, more of a top kind of situation. I hope that was helpful, and please tag me if you use this pattern. I don't mind if you use it, just I would love to see what you do with it. Okay, bye.